Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Chiefs are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Browns, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Second down, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
No. Here we go now. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And bulldozing his way through. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really great play defensively. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. D4l coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Set. 319.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Landry, and it's It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing. All right, here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Mahomes to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Red zone opportunity. Going to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Danny Shelton. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And taken right at the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Escaping the pressure right. His throw here's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Garoppolo now, and that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ford. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now they try the right side here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll make it third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Buying time to his left. He finds Coates complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going long for Coates. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A gain of 39 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D4l. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Always got some breathing room. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green!
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. In there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Chiefs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go! Back down to that Philly. Here we go!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 30. Leopard. Leopard. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, Leopard. Leopard. Back down to that Philly.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Coleman has it here right side. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green. Watching that body.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. For those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Gun.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, and he slings one that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now Mahomes. Wilson snags it left side. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the eye. 3-19. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Complete outright to Kurz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Detroit. Detroit.
Mahomes going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Let's go. Back
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Caleb Brantley in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Conley's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Stepping up, Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Browns on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Green, 39. Watch it now.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th Sack of the year. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Here we go with Johnson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.